Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die you cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For hire. Indeed.
Okay, hello. Oh, what a week. And I still have Friday left. You guys have no idea, but I bet you don't want to know. So that's all the better. I am throwing in this extra stream because basically we're getting towards the end of the season, so we still have some things to wrap up here. And so we are getting as many in as quickly as we can, and that includes a nice replay. And then later on, I believe we will be doing a live cast of KJ Freedom versus Sir Maligant. But first of all, this was finished up, I guess, just before I started broadcasting, but I've got the replays all ready. We have Secondhand Lion versus... Oh... I need to double check the team names again. I really should have this down. FSL. Secondhand Lion versus Churchill's Dentist. How could I forget that one? Yikes. Alright, well, I'm not going to give you much further ado, but I am going to set up just a couple things. Secondhand Lion, of course, is the team of E.T. Ponehome and Pebble. Churchill's Dentist is the ever unpredictable Deepu and Neutrophil. So as I said, no further ado, let's get down to it. Let us get into some 2v2 plus action. Here we go on Arctic Dream. In the lower right, we have the red Zerg. He is E.T. Ponehome. And his ever-present teammate, the Zerg in the orange, we have Pebble. Together, they are known as Secondhand Lion. And their opponents. In the upper left, we have the pink Zerg. He is... and his teammates. Rocking things yesterday, he is the light blue Protoss. The name is
Neutrophil.
And away we go. We have, well, 3 Zergs, 1 Protoss. And so far, only Pebble has expanded. We have E.T. Ponehome with an early spawning pool. Not unusual for him. And then Deepu also going with spawning pool and expanding backwards, whereas Pebble is expanding forward. It's safety versus offense. But yeah, we have quite a few Zerglings coming out. And away they go, not bothering to waste time with the probe. Well, a few of them a little indecisive. Attack moving, sometimes you gotta take what you can get. Right now, a total of 8 of them out, getting caught a little bit in that slow zone. Now, if this is anything like previous matches, this is going to be the classic tactic of one Zerg keeping the opponents busy, trying to do some damage while the other one builds up. Neutrophil, not wasting a beat. He's got a Zealot guarding the ramp. However, his Zerg teammate has to go more with what he's got. He does get, about 6 Zerglings out. There are more Zerglings on the way from E.T. Pwn Home. And this is a classic divide and conquer map. There is a lot you can do if you manage to cripple one of the teammates and then gang up on the other one. Ooh. Zergling's getting a lot of damage done here. There are still 6 of them left in total. A couple of them are still on the way. Fortunately, Adept's the rescue. Ooh. Okay, completely forgot that this is a replay, so I cannot do a battle report. Here we go, drones and Zerglings teaming up. Here comes another queen. And that other queen will go down. Oh man, these Zerglings are being a constant nuisance. 2 by 2 they come. Honestly, I think just a little bit more involvement from the drones would go a long way here, but Neutrophil still to the rescue, cleaning up the Banelean eggs too. Of course, E.T. is not letting up. He has not expanded, even. He is going Ling Bane, trying to do all the damage he can, seeing if he can finish what he started. These Zerglings are going to see what's up, though. He's going to find out the aggression is not over. Ooh, Banes. They're going to be looking for some juicy worker kills. Deepu puts a couple ahead, but E.T. is showing some very good right-click attack, manual move control. Oh, man. That is, right now, Deepu has a total of 9 workers left between his 2 bases. This Adept handling itself well, guarding, putting us back to the minerals, and we have 1 roach out so far. Oh man, Deepu only has 1 worker, so I would have to say this has been a success. Now on the other side of the map, I don't know if Pebble's done much so far, but he is up to 39 workers, which is definitely the highest out of anyone right now. Neutrophil not too far behind, though, with 34 workers. These Zerglings hanging out here, getting ready to pounce. We are far enough into the game where Neutrophil can give some money to Deepu. But right now, it's probably going to be about Neutrophil building up. We see he does have a Warp Prism. He is most likely ready for offense, especially if E.T. gets too tied up trying to finish off the other Zerg. Speedlings very much the units of choice from the Secondhand Lion team, and I don't think Pebble is actually trying to build up an army. I think he is actually feeding E.T. Pwn Home, just giving him minerals to create more and more Zerglings. So if this army manages to reach Secondhand Lion's bases, they might not have a lot to defend with. Neutrophil almost ready with Blink. We know he can put that to good use. What are we hearing? We have have the Warp Prism ready to nullify any defender's advantage, and I'm pretty sure that there's quite a bit of resources being traded around, as Deepu, despite having total of 3 workers, has a decent number of roaches. And here we go. Some nice armored ranged attacks. Pebble is contributing with his own roaches. Very good concave there. We've got some Balins going in. They don't get bonuses against armored units, but they do get some splash damage in to soften things up. More units warping in, more stalkers, and they do have blink. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have the Queens able to transfuse. Drones being pulled. They are pushing out. Deepu, I don't think Deepu has enough resources to just switch him into Ravagers at any given point. He has only, there's 1 Ravager, but that's it. Ooh, and I think this might be overwhelming before long. Neutrophil does have quite a few minerals, but he's sticking with the Stalkers. No mineral-only units here. They just keep clashing. These Queens starting to run low on energy, but they still have a couple transfuses to spare. Or maybe not. I think that's too little to do any transfuses from here. But look, it's pushing further and further back. That Warp Prism picks up 4 Stalkers and then heads for the exit. Here we go. No time wasted. Second-hand Lion immediately moving out, intercepting. Well, not even intercepting the Stalkers. They are heading right past. They want to finish Deepu off. Couple of Queens defending. They will get surrounded fairly quickly. And then, meanwhile, the roaches from Pebble are moving towards Neutrophil's base. Oh, man. Pebble actually has quite a bit of supply. A lot of that's the workers. We have the GG. The team of Second-Hand Lion has taken the win. All right. Arctic Dream, very much a, like I said, rush, divide, and conquer map. They just never let up, and although that was a very valiant counterattack, in the end, they just fell just a little bit short. Checking 1, yep, playing background, that's all good. So we are going to be going on to match number 2, which is in heavy artillery. Here we go. Heavy artillery. Not going to be as easy to single out one player here. In the upper right, we have the Red Zerg, and he is E.T. Home and his teammate. In the orange, his Zerg partner. Together they are up 1 map. He is Pebble. And together, they are Second-Hand Lion. Meanwhile, their opponents, in the lower left, once again playing Zerg. In the dark blue, we have and his teammates. Once again, a pink Protoss. He is called
Neutrophil.
And together, they are
Churchill Dentist.
Yes, indeed. Deepu and E.T. Home both expanding forward. Pebble moving backwards, so I don't think we're going to have aggression quite as early this time. And what else can we say? Deepu jumps around between races quite a bit, wherever he fancies. You know, he was experimenting a little bit with Terran in the previous team games, but Zerg does seem to be a popular choice for him overall. And that is what he was playing his last single series with, against me. Go ahead and check out the VOD, people. Hey, Matheson. Alright. Scout and Overlord's getting there. Once again, ET with the earliest of the Zerglings. He's got 4 coming up. And from Neutrophil, we have an Adept. No build is complete without destroying the unbuildable scraps there, unbuildable plates. And there it goes. Pop. His opponents taking a very similar strategy, although accidentally attacking his teammate's drone. Apologies will be shared. Adepts do not do a lot of damage against rocks, though, so... This is interesting, though. A lot of the time... Yeah, here we go. I was just going to say, Adepts usually head out pretty early to either scout and or see if they can snipe some workers. Deepu got the nice... pylon there. Oh, and look at Deepu actually along for the ride. He is sending a few Zerglings. So I would, if they can, I think they're going to want to get some worker kills. Roach Warren and an Evolution Chamber being used to wall. Deepu's Zerglings not quite taking the long way around there. And they do back off. Meanwhile, the Adepts are taking a good look around. Will they shade in time? I think they both... Yep, they both do. However, that's kind of out of the frying pan into the fire there. 3 queens waiting to greet them. One of them does escape, though. Queens, not known for moving very quickly off creep. And I guess that wasn't a sight-blocking pylon. That Overlord... Ooh, so tragic. Alright, we got some good carnage going already. E.T. Pwn home, moving up to lair attack. Pebble, interestingly, getting the infestation pit down. I am very curious, and Hydra down, so I don't know. We'll have to see what that brings. Alright, Overlord for an Overlord there. Overlord scouts, well, they have an easier... They tend to have an easier time getting in than out. Spire, on behalf of Deepu, Robo, and Charge, coming from Neutrophil. And I'm very interested to see what Pebble's infestation pit is bringing. Are we going to get Swarmos? Are we going to get Infestors? Are we going to move on to an early hive? Time will tell. Hydralisks are coming out. I'm assuming he's going to be adding a lurker down to this. Meanwhile, at almost 5.5 minutes, got a hatchery that's about halfway done. Everyone else, well, getting their third bases up, and here come the Mutmuts, flapping their wings for all they are worth. Deepu is going to see what damage he can get done, already sniping an Overlord. Now, what do we have? I know we have at least a few Hydras, not to mention the Queens, so... However, the Spore Crawlers are only just going up, and Deepu doing good, pulling his wounded Hydralisks, and, yeah, those Hydras aren't going to do good one at a time, but he has more to join them. Here going around, the Spore Crawler is up. So these Hydras might need to back off and heal. Meanwhile, in the middle of the map, we have Stalker, we have a little bit of all the gateway units, along with an Immortal, clashing with Roach Ravager. And I do believe that these Mutalisks are going to help out with that, since we do not have much in the way of air damage. Alright, takes down a couple of those Ravagers. And what do we have here? Hydra's being upgraded, more Roaches on the way. We have Templar tech coming down. +1 attack, almost finished for Neutrophil. Here we go. Gateway Protoss and Zerg Air. Deepu doing a good job sniping off just one Hydralisk at a time. Queens are in with the transfuses. And look it. These charge lots heading in. Right now, it's all about those transfuses. They're only going to be able to get so many more off. Got Zerglings chasing them down, and we do have at least one Queen casualty. Queen's moving forward. From ET, we've got, I think we've got Burrow Roach movement coming up. Tunneling Claws and Burrow. Meanwhile, the battle over this hatchery continues. Just a little bit, and it goes down. As I was saying, it was getting pretty softened up. Protoss units fleeing away from the Broodlings. Meanwhile, third base has not gotten much in the way of workers. Second-hand Lions in shambles? I don't know about that, but Pebble actually has the top supply out of anyone right now. Psystorm, more attack upgrades on the way. Let's see what they have so far. We have +1/+1/+1 range. And we have the roaches burrowing along, but there is an observer. So they pop out, go on their merry way. They're going to see if they can get damage done. But these zealots are hot on their tail, and the Zerglings coming in to intercept as well. E.T. Ponhome does split them up. We're going to have to see what these little burrowers can do. They're going to pop up right in the middle of Neutrophil's workers. And Deepu heading in to see if he can minimize the damage. Oh, and meanwhile in the middle, got everyone grouping up. Oh, more roaches popping out. But, well, we got the burrow roaches moving ahead here. Ooh, right into a bunch of Immortals and Archons. Both of those have bonuses against... One against Armored, one against Bio. But I gotta say, the roaches that did get in are definitely causing some pain. Lurker Den is almost complete. Broodlords being evolved from Deepu. And I do not believe there is a Spire on the other side, is there? No. Plenty of Hydras, but usually you want to go air to air against Broodlings. Oh, and here we go. Here's a big clash. Storm goes down. Very much softening up and killing some of those Hydralisks. This isn't a force meant to steamroll over, but it's meant to hit the entrance, clear the way for these Broodlords. Deepu doing a good job taking advantage of the terrain, attacking from where the Hydralisks have more trouble reaching. But meanwhile, more and more roaches on the way, and no photon cannons from Neutrophil. So where they go, they're going to be pretty uncontested right now. So we got damage going on both sides. I think this hatchery is going to go down again. Mass Zerglings heading in to surround these roaches, but they just go underground yet again. Deepu is morphing more Corruptors, which I'm guessing will just become more Broodlords. And these roaches, well, roaches are hard to get rid of. The roaches check in, but they don't check out. Oh, Matheson's being pretty silent right now, huh? So, here's the deal. Second-hand Lion, they've got a lot to offer. They do not have much of an answer to these Broodlords. The Queens and the Hydralisks, they're going to have trouble getting close enough. And, well, there's all this economic damage going on. Deepu is at least minimizing it with his Zerglings. E.T. Ponhome at only 45 supply now. Pebble, yeah, and no hatcheries left on behalf of E.T. Ponhome either. However, these roaches, it's not going to stop them. They are going to continue going. Unfortunately, the big issue, lack of detection at home, but I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. Vipers are charging up. They're going to, yep, parasitic bomb on these Broodlords. Deepu doing a pretty good job taking the bombed Broodlord away from the others. Also yanking them in. That's also a very valid strategy to just get it close enough for the Hydras and the Queens to hit. But ET is now at 6 supply, Pebble at 61. This may just be a matter of time now. We have the GG. Alright, quite a match. Those Mutalisks, maybe not doing the most damage, but they kept their opponents very occupied. And in the end, very strong Gateway Robotech supported by Broodlords. That was the recipe for success there. And also those Roaches, although they did a lot of economic damage, well, it just didn't give them any more of an advantage as far as the fight went. So we have a tie game. We are definitely going to Game 3 now. Game 3 will be on Nightscape. And here we are. In the upper right, we have the red Zerg. He is E.T. Hone home. And his teammate, already with a spawning pool, he is Pebble. And together they are second and Lion. And boy, I think they are looking to finish this one quickly. Now, Nightscape's a more defensible one, but before I get there, let's talk about the people who have tied up the game. This time playing as Terran. In the blue, we have and his teammate, also playing Terran all of a sudden. In the pink, we have
Neutrophil.
Together, they are
Churchill Dentist.
It's supposed to be Churchill's dentist. Alright, they've got the front walled off. I gotta say, if you're gonna get Ling rushed, Terran is pretty good at defending. At least at walling up. 2 barracks from each of them, so I think this is very much going to be heavy duty Marine versus Ling. We are going to have the most basic units. Clash. Oh, actually, Reapers. I mean, not bad, especially since these Lings are going to be slow for a while. ET is researching speed. We also have a Baneling nest up from him too. However, these are coming from just 1 hatchery apiece. Neither have scouted, so in a moment they're going to start seeing what's going on. They're going to need some workers to start repairing. Oh, and this Reaper knows what's up. He does slip past. Speed almost done for ET Pwn Home anyway. Oh, and look at this control. Of course, this is 1 Reaper from each of them, and there are more on the way. The thing is, they can keep going behind the structures. They can keep going to high ground, and they can keep just doing damage from there. They might even be able to snipe any Banelings that come up. We didn't notice they race swapped. Yeah, it actually took me a moment. Deepu, I'm used to him shifting around between them, but Neutrophil, well, I mean, no doubt he's got some experiences as the different races. Quite a few Banelings being morphed in. We've got 6 on the way. He is going to try to just bust right through the supply depots. Bunker is starting to go down, but it's going to take a while to finish up. Reapers splitting up left and right, with Neutrophil's Reapers falling back and Deepu's Reapers charging forward. And here we go. The Lings are heading back home, and the Reapers are hot on their tails. Right now, the only upgrades are Metabolic Boost, Ling Speed for E.T. Pwn Home. Pebble's Lings are not benefiting from that. Pebble is putting down... Oh, wow. Look at how slippery these Reapers are. You know, they haven't even been doing much in the way of grenades. They have just been constantly on the move, though. What do we have coming? Some spine crawlers? Oh, quite a few Reapers cleaned up. However, Deepu's Reaper is still on the move. I think there's going to be a lot of chasing in this match. I gotta say, I would like to see some grenades here and there. You got them. You might as... Yeah, there we go. There's the bouncy grenades. This is interesting. We really just have a lot of doubling down on both the Reapers and the Zerglings. Pebble, however, still does not have speed and isn't researching it either. Although both the Zerg have put down hatchery expansions. ET has a ways before it finishes, though. Alright. Reapers are splitting up. Only one of them manages to reach the safety of the bunker. We have SCVs being pulled. Joining in the fray. More Reapers popping out. Here we go. A lot of chasing. Lot of chasing. I think we've definitely had some where the games were primarily just one unit each. Deepu. Ooh, boy. Once again, he is down to just 11 supply. 10. Neutrophil moving out with his. These Reapers making good trades is going to be essential. If they get out of combat for a while, they heal up. The Zerglings will heal up too, but it's going to take a whole lot longer. Now, what comes next? We do have Hellions as the next unit of choice. They pair very well with Reapers. We have a couple Zerglings out here looking for oncoming guests. What do we have? Here's... Once again, I think we're finding Neutrophil having to mine for 2. Sometimes that's just the way it works. Sometimes there's one player who ends up taking the heaviest stuff. Bunch of Queens hanging out together here. The Reapers are going to want to try to go where the Queens are not. More and more Reapers. More and more Reapers. More and more Zerglings. ET Pwn Home at 35 supply. Oh. Now, if they really want to do well... Yeah, let's see if you can... Yeah, they bounce back towards the creep. It can really pay off if they bounce away from it. Deepu's Reaper is still on the move in the main. And there is a lot of trading going on here. Where are we at? Well, definitely Deepu has bled the most this game. Neutrophil, double expanding. I like that. And that includes the gold. And right now, a second-hand lion does not have anything that flies. Hellions can make pretty short work of Zerglings as long as they're positioned properly. How many queens do we got here? 8 and 3. Oh! And finally, they finish up their business with the unbuildable plates. I don't know why they both went Terran. I mean, Deepu is an agent of chaos, so I think that goes with your answer there. I think they just wanted to be able to wall off really easily. But that's just my guess. Fortunately, they have already moved on for the night. We do have ET in our Twitch chat, but... I think when you're off racing, you do tend to go for the more basic units. We do have some nice siege tanks, making this position harder to break through. Zerglin searching around for any expansions. We've got Stim on the way. Pebble now just started on speed for Zerglins. Metabolic Boost and Roach Tech is going to be E.T. Pone Home's unit of choice for a while. Trying to remember what economy is. Resource? No. I've got a cheat sheet somewhere. Income. Control I. Oh, but that's just in the... that's in the Observer mod. Medevac's coming out. This is interesting. You don't usually see Reaper Tech continue this far into the game. I mean, they are moving out of it into Factory and Stimmarine, and there they are. Oh, look at this. Yeah, behind the Reapers and the Hellions, we have a fairly healthy number of Siege Tanks, Vikings, and Marines. Stim just about to complete. The timing's almost spot on. They arrived just a little bit early. These tanks are going to be doing quite the job zoning. Pebble is he's about to put out some Hydralisks. And these Queens still very much the anchor for all this. Deepu, only at 20 supply. Deepu has what? Yeah, 16 SCVs, and that is just a few Reapers. So Neutrophil's going to have to carry this a lot. These Ravagers doing a great job of biling down the siege tanks. The Reapers and the Marines also doing a good job cutting back. We are right on the border of the creep here. Creep, of course, gives quite a speed advantage, especially to Queens. Alright. Zerg is doing what they can to chase Terran down. Oh, but we've got a siege tank that's rallied forward while everything else is backing off and retreat. These Marines, too. This rally point is going to send a lot of units to their death right now. I think there's a pretty clear supply advantage on behalf of the Zerg right now. Siege tanks will do a pretty good job until they get close enough to get the biles down. Income is I. Okay, thank you. Oh, more Roaches and Ravagers heading in. E.T., of course, all these matches, he's doing an excellent job keeping the reinforcements coming. Looks like we're going to get cleaned up, though. There were some medevacs on behalf of Neutrophil, but yeah, we're still having some units that are just marching out. You know, not attack moving, just marching. Ooh, that tank in the red, but it does not go down. His Roaches going about, and this time it is Pebble who is going for Burrow. Now, I feel like the team at Churchill's Dentist probably would have wanted to get this done quickly with some sort of early tank bio push, but this is going long. This might benefit the team that's a bit more experienced with their choices. This expansion isn't going to last long. He's going to have to cancel it. Oh, I do not think it was canceled. Alright, these Marines are going to have to fall back. Oh, that one was canceled, though. They're going to have to fall back to the tanks. This is a very good tank line. But in the end, they can keep moving forward more and more. Deepu is not making SCVs the whole time. No, Deepu is still only on... He's less than 30 supply now. And he never actually took an expansion. Neutrophil double expanded, so I'm assuming that Neutrophil's mining for both of them. Roaches and Hydras in the base. This is not where you want them. You do not want them standing right there at the exit of the barracks. Repair going on. Deepu's got to try to conserve what he has. We got a couple more Roaches over in the natural. E.T. with Roaches, he just loves splitting them off, and it keeps paying off. Ooh, if he lifts up that command center, it might survive at least for a little while. A little bit more cleanup going, more reinforcements coming in too. The Roaches just don't stop. And I do not know what that emote from Matheson is. Looks like a robot that isn't feeling very well today. Deepu at 12 supply, Neutrophil at 99. Both their opponents, 100 in the 120s, 140s. Roaches move in, and Deepu lost his only command center, so he is not going to be able to build any more SCVs. He only has 2 left. And the Roach is driven off for now. Look at this Hydralisk ball from Pebble. Maru moments, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Maru. You know, he is gone but not forgotten as far as this season goes. Not from FSL, just from one of the other SLs. Alright, yeah. We have a GG from Deepu, and his partner confirms it. Second Hand Lion takes the match. Alright. Lion first game, Churchill second game, and Lion taking the victory match. Let's see. Do we have the next round of guys ready? Let's see. Have we heard from Sir Maligan yet? Maligant, sir. Yes, second-hand Lion. Yeah, Terran takes practice. There's a lot of positioning. There's a lot of timing on their abilities. I've talked about it before, but... Oh, he is? Alright. Then we will have KJ Freedom versus Sir Maligat in just a moment. Let's see what they have, whether the maps have come up yet. Scarlet, you can't. I'm on camera.
What about swarming with?
We missed them. Okay, daughter's checking up on me. Where was I? Alright. Sir Maligan, I presume?
Yay!
Alright, map selection. Looks like it is Freedom's veto again.
Hang on, to log back into my stuff.
Sure.
Hit me out for some reason.
Oh, well, that's rude of it.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see. I'm trying to log back in.
Yeah. Okay. And Freedom, if we could get you in Discord.
Yep. Trying to veto the map. We're just waiting for Freedom.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. He just vetoed the map.
Yeah, he's multitasking right now. He's vetoing. He just joined the in-game party.
Alright.
That's one of the things. I do not know how I ever survived with only one monitor back in those ancient days. Alright, well, let me bring that up right now. Maps.
And trying to
join
the camera room.
Yeah, so we are going to start with Neo-Humanity, move on to Ancient Cistern, and then, should it go to a Game 3, we will be hitting up Altitude. And War Bunny is just you're gonna have to tell my daughter she's a baby yourself. I assume she will retort by saying that you're a baby, but she might throw you a curveball. Oh man, look at that beautiful fake Tassadar. Spoiler alert, I suppose I should say. Alright, get everyone up on webcam. Not sure why KJ isn't in the Discord voice chat. But yep, there's the lobby. Oh well. Test, test. Hello, can you hear me now?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
All right. There you go.
Who
All right,
can who can hear whom?
I can hear
Can
you.
we all hear we? All right,
Yep.
lovely.
Yeah.
There you
Are we
go.
doing interviews? I think his camera's not on. Is your camera on?
No,
I
it's
don't-
on.
yeah.
It's just very portrait, not landscape.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
okay.
all for that. It makes him look so tall. Oh wow.
What about the? What are you showing?
Up close up, upside down. Okay, I'm getting some real roller coaster flashbacks here. Ooh,
Yeah. The Twitch is
okay.
going, just-
There you go.
All right, let me just get my bearings. All right, welcome, Sir Maligant.
Camera to be. I'm using my phone for a camera, so.
Ah, yes. All right, well, Sir Maligant,
Cool.
haven't seen you in a little bit. How you been? How's your StarCraft experience been?
I haven't played that much.
Okay.
I've been too busy with work.
Have
It's
you?
funny how work and life gets to you, and then StarCraft is set.
Oh
aside,
yes,
so.
the we're paying you hourly. We're not paying you to play. You know,
I know, right?
I can
Yeah,
only
I've been trying
imagine.
to catch up with some games earlier, but hopefully
Yeah.
I'll be.
Have you played it all on the new patch?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Excellent.
I've been playing with Freedom actually, so.
Okay, well you guys know each other.
yeah.
I know you guys go back a while. Freedom, you feeling a little bit better than yesterday? You checked your hotkeys?
yeah, I got a couple games earlier, but I was too
Excellent.
busy to play more than that. But I know I won't have the hotkey issue. But at least I got 2 games in.
One less thing to worry about. All right. I'll just yield the floor. Do you two have anything to say to each other?
Good
Good
luck.
luck,
Good
Captain.
luck. We've been playing a lot.
Well, guess what? You're going to play at least 2 more times in a moment, maybe even 3.
Yeah, it counts now.
See you on the battlefield, gentlemen.
All right.
All right.
All right. Freedom says go, go. What? Sir Maligan says, 1 sec. The cell phone adjustment that really reminded me of that co-op mutator where it keeps changing the camera angle on you, and it actually starts to hurt my head after a while when they have one of those. With those, by the way, I do like to go with Stukov, so I can just have a bunch of units march into a place on the map without worrying about moving them. Alright, we are ready. Yep, there we go. Alright. The map with the weird little barriers and slowing things in the middle. Now, in the bottom right... Whoa, that's an early chrono. In the bottom right, we have the green Protoss. He is
Sir Maligan.
and his opponent, the Rad Terran. He is
KJ Burrito.
Alright. KJ going with a little bit of an early scout. As far as early chrono goes, I don't know. I usually wait until the first pylon's done so that you can get maximum number of probes spat out instead of just 3. Oh, here we go. Engineering Bay block. And I think Sir Maligan smelled it. He's going to at least try to chase the SCV away. It's tricky. If you try to attack the SCV and it moves to the other side, the attack doesn't continue. This is very committed as far as... Yeah, the SCV gets away. And he goes straight in with the tickle beams. How close to complete is this? Yeah, maybe about 2/3. KJ is going to be ready to cancel it. It's an annoyance slowing things down, but this SCV, its day is not over. I think we're going to see that same factory we saw yesterday. But, back home. Pylon goes down. Engineering Bay gradually losing its health. It gets cancelled. It did its job. And the Nexus does move ahead. We have a nice little line of buildings just in case Reapers try to sneak in, but I don't think that's the plan. I think Freedom wants to travel via medevac. And maybe, just maybe, Sir Maligan was watching yesterday's games in the same map. You know, one of the things I love is, well, obviously, KJ's got a lot of family in the FSL. He's got a lot of people in the FSL. They're involved with his Psystorm gaming team. He's not an unknown guy. And look at this SCV. Was already pretty hurt. Oh, and the probe is even to take a souvenir home with that mineral. That mineral cluster. Bunker going down in the main. We do still have a starport going down, but it's going to be in the base. And let's see how this Hellion fares against that Adept. Oh, back home. Reaper does get in. It does have to take the long way, however. Oh, the Hellion, not bothering with the Adept, just runs right by. Cruising and cruising. Classic mobile Terran harass force. Hellion Reaper. Yeah, and Adepts, they take a while to kill buildings. Alright. Hellion away, factory lifting off. We do have a little bit of defense at home. One cannon is warping in. I believe there will most likely be another close to the mineral line. He knows the threat of mines. So far, no mines on the way. Both of them just mining. Oh, here we go with the Reapers and the Hellions. They are going to try to race right up to these probes. How many will they get? One goes down. Ooh, look at that Hellion. The Gateway Force not attacking for a moment, but only 2 probes killed total. Oh, look at this. That factory might have lifted off, but it did not go far. There's a reactor being added, so I would expect there will be Widow Mines coming out of it still. And here's that little ravine slow zone. Twilight Council just completed. Warp Prism on the way. And as we guessed, Widow Mines. They can be very scary. striking from beneath. Does he realize there's a observer there? I don't think he does. Stalker is taking a few free shots at that empty bunker. Oh, these widow mines really taking the scenic route. Splitting up and going around. No attack moves here. The stalkers are just distancing themselves from the mine. Ooh, one stalker goes down. Headed back home to the safety of the shield battery. This medevac, however, is going to be able to bypass that area. There is a cannon in the base, but those probes are going to want to move away. Yeah, probably not the perfect place to put them. Those widow mines were still within range of the cannon. Well, within detection range, I mean. Oh, but look at that. Look at that pylon going down, and the cybernetics core will have to be rebuilt before we can make any more stalkers, adepts, or sentries. The bio surrounds the gateway force. 2 widow mines, seeing if they can find a good place to be planted. KJ definitely not missing a beat today. Ooh. Moment of lag there. I'm not sure what that was all about. Alright, both of them retreating to their respective corners. Freedom definitely ahead in supply. However, it's Sir Maligant who has more workers right now. And, yeah, I don't know. That factory's placement is a little bit odd without any medevac help. We do have a robotics support bay, and the observer goes down as well, thanks to the detection of the Raven. And Sir Maligant taking his third first. +1 attack is being researched from both sides. So far, just Blink, Warp Gate, and Stem have completed with research. I gotta say, these Widow Mines, they're just creeping everywhere. Do we even have any observers? Yeah, we do have an observer still. Where is it? Oh, middle of the map. Oh, I see. It's going to try to move to the same spot. Well, close to where it was before. And the map gradually becomes a garden of Widow Mines. We have a total of 7 Widow Mines in play, including 1 at a possible 4th location. Combat shields finishing up. +1 ground weapons for Protoss, just about done too, as well as charge. And here we go. Powerful attack force here. They are going to take down the rocks to make the reinforcements come quicker. And behind this, KJ is taking his third. His +1/+1 almost completed. Freedom has almost a 10 supply lead as far as the army, but Sir Maligant, well, he's got the great equalizer. There is a disruptor here. Alright, let's see what happens here. Widow Mines planning themselves. Ooh. Good focusing down with the detection. The bio is moving ahead. Raven goes down. Only 1 medevac is available there. And KJ Freedom's forces have to retreat. And there go the Zealots. Always good for a chase. Of course, you know, everywhere that KJ Freedom goes, he leaves a trail of Widow Mines in his wake. Oh, wow. We have 2 more starports going down. Are we going to be seeing Liberators? Or Vikings? Colossus Tech is coming out for Sir Maligant, as well as both a Templar Archives and a Dark Shrine. So he is covering all of his tech bases here. Colossus pretty close to completing. KJ is at 1-1, and he has started researching his 2-2. Oh, look at that. Yeah. He is Sir Maligant is probably going to want to take detection with him wherever he's going. Oh man, he does not have any observers left. And right now, the robotics facility, is busy making Colossus. KJ with his bio ball, although it looks like he's going to split the medevacs off. He's going to try for a drop. What are we going to see here? This is all bio there, all Marine Marauders, and there are no mines. Is Sir Maligant going to catch any of that? Nope, just seeing them come in right now. There we go. Medevac takes some damage, but right now it is all bio. They take out that same pylon location again. Oh, depowering 3 warp gates and a robotics facility. Now seeing if they can get a little bit more tech damage done. Getting ready to take down the cybernetics core again, and he is successful. Is he going to hop in? Oh wow. A full medevac goes down. The empty one, I was going to say it escaped, but it does not. Stalkers blink for it. Ooh, but little bit of insult to injury there on behalf of that Widow Mine. And that is going to be something. I think Sir Maligant is going to be seeing Widow Mines every time he closes his eyes for the rest of the day. Guessing there's going to be a Purification Nova heading down there. He did take down the gold mineral wall and grabbed a 4th. KJ did just the same. 2-2 for KJ, 2-0-0 as far as upgrades for Sir Maligant. I think this is very wise, putting down just a pylon to keep an eye on things. Oh! And there's the welcoming party for that Widow Mine. However, here's another one where there is not detection. Boom! You plant them, you leave them, you watch the carnage. That's Widow Mine tech for you. Look at this, Dark Templar warping in the middle of the map. Oh, Sir Maligant's going to want to get his forces together, though. We have quite the bio ball with Liberator and Raven supports. Although not a lot of, once again, not a lot in the way of medevacs. Alright, there goes the pepper. Psionic Storm, Psionic Storm. There's plenty of splash damage available. However, he's only getting kind of the boundaries of the bio ball. Nexus dies. And Sir Maligant, well, I mean, the army supply, even, but that took a lot out of him. Looks like he is going to counterattack. And he is taking a path where there's definitely a lot less Widow Mines. Oh, look at that. Another medevac goes down with its passengers. More Liberators on the way, another Colossus on the way. Yeah, these, alright, that is not something you want to step into. It's the old don't step on a crack game, except don't step inside that circle. Oh, another Dark Templar. Look at these Liberators just leapfrogging ahead, and that poor, Immortal. He is still at it, takes out a missile turret, but after the missile turret took it... Oh, wait, what happened there? I guess it died. Where are we at right now? KJ has a definite supply lead, both with workers and with army. 102 to 139. He's also got also got an upgrade advantage too. So this is looking good for KJ. his Liberator and Marine Marauder group is on the move again and using the Zelnaga Watchtower to keep an eye on things. He does not see the army there, though. And look at this. Liberation Zone, Liberation Zone. Sir Malagant without any air units, so it's going to be tough to deal with those. Especially with all these Marines. However, with so few medevacs, none right now, every stem is going to be permanent damage for a while. Permanent for a while. I don't know if that means anything, but... couple of Dark Templar heading out to see if they can get counter damage, but there are missile turrets everywhere. I think KJ Freedom is very much in the rhythm of things right now. However, still, I mean, so many of these Marines and Marauders have used Stim already and taken a little bit of damage on top of that. So, splash damage is going to be very efficient at finishing them off, should it hit. And right now, Sir Malagant has the big three as far as splash damage goes. He's got Disruptor, Colossus, and High Templar. But, oh man. KJ Freedom going where the army is not yet. All these Liberators. A bunch of these Marines and Marauders are so damaged they're not even able to stim anymore. And Sir Malagant doing a pretty good job focusing down those Liberators. Liberators, yeah, they're kind of slow to take out Colossus, but if there's enough of them, yep. Excellent cleanup job, but Sir Malagant is still very much behind. That's 17 army to 55. So in the end, the battle of attrition, this might already be over. Malagant up to 2-1 as far as upgrades. And yes, he does have Shadow Stride, the Dark Templar Blink ability, but at the moment, no Dark Templar. Ooh. Another medevac drop coming up. They are probably going to just drop right here and deny the expansion. Or they could go into the main. There's a lot waiting for him there, though. Couple of photon cannons, multiple stalkers, and a shield battery. I don't think this drop's going to last long. It does not. Now, the other thing about Liberators, though, they're very good at targeting mineral lines, should they feel like it. So Malagant. Yeah, he's got to deal with a very wide variety of threats here that can hit from a very wide variety of places. Oh, look at this. Very good positioning, quickly takes down both Liberators. So Malagant with a very good sense of the attack speed and the damage. And more Liberation. Couple Liberation Zones in one mirror line. Liberation Zone in the other. Blink Stalker is going to try to take care of this threat too. There just isn't a lot of leg room here. That's one of the problems. But Blink helps. Who needs legs when you got Blink? Still, I mean, the spot isn't very opportune. A lot of those Stalkers were just stuck behind the first row. 153 supply to 104. The bio is now at 3-3 with a +1 attack for air. And if Sir Malagant's going to win this, I would say he's going to have to win it quick. And I should say, KJ Freedom even mining high-yield gas on top of everything else. He's able to get anything he wants. He is looking at... he is researching high-sec auto tracking, Neo Steel plating for the buildings, and also Aerotech +1. He is even adding a couple of battle cruisers, so... he could be maxed out very soon. At that point, things are going to be out of control. There just aren't a lot of options on behalf of Sir Maligant. I would say that, well, I don't know. It's tough. He's got to have some splash damage, that's for sure, and he's also got to have, well, something to take care of the air, although I think KJ is laying off the Liberators a little bit. Here we go. Oh, excellent storm there. Almost the whole bio ball for us to walk through it. Now for one High Templar, that's not bad, but he is going to lose another Nexus. There's that splash damage I was talking about. And I was actually going to suggest this too. He does add Tempest to try to deal with these Liberators, but in a 1-2 punch, KJ Freedom coming in, taking out another expansion. He has brought the Nexus count down to 3. These Zealots might not last long either. It's really interesting how all these starports have been making so few medevacs, but he has been keeping them very busy with the Liberators, and now the oh wow, High Templar finishing a target off with their little attack. Oh, that Colossus goes down. Really got softened up, but what I was saying is KJ Freedom has really been keeping his starports busy with other things. This can be pretty defensible. Two battle cruisers ready to go. They do not have Yamato gun, but still, they can absorb a lot of damage and move around. However, these Blink Stalkers can probably chase them down. Might not have been the best choice against the Stalker Templar Tempest army, but in the end, he's got such an advantage here. Double the supply that he can pretty much make anything he wants as long as he keeps making things. Sir Maligant doing his best to take this expansion again. Income right now, yeah, almost double for minerals for KJ, quadruple for gas, thanks to, oh, it's even just 2 SCVs here. And this is all with KJ Freedom having quite a few idle SCVs. I wonder if he's planning to take those along with the next attack. Nope. No, they get back to work. Overtime? Oh man, Sir Maligant isn't going to be able to do much waiting there. It might just be a question at this point of, charge ahead and die, or sit there and wait to be charged at and then die. 5 battle cruisers on the move now. Freedom is taking the slow way, just coasting them along so that they can tactical jump away when they need to. 47 army to supply to 120, 42 worker supply to 80. KJ Freedom is maxed out, and these are +2 damage. That doesn't hurt anything either. They are going to just strafe past, throwing down blasts all the way. And KJ, yep, always targeting those pylons. Another offensive blink, and all 5 of them, I believe, managed to escape. And they are joined by 2 of their brothers who've been waiting for them. And this is what I figured. Every time KJ has been hitting one spot, he ends up following up with a bio ball to the other spot. And it has definitely taken its toll. There's a few medevacts. That's handy. Alright, sir. It's time for you to show us why they made you a knight. Here it comes. I think this is going to be the final attack. He needs to finish this game or die trying. But, yeah, look at this. Oh, wow. I'm not sure what those... I guess those probes for long-distance mining, but yeah, we have the GG. KJ takes the game pretty dominantly. That was a slow, very brutal death there. In the end, yeah, he just kept the damage coming. He just kept getting further and further ahead. So very much a snowball game there. Here, let's take a quick look at the maps again. Game 2 is going to be on Ancient Cistern. Alright, let's get ready. I mean, Sir Maligant, his early defenses were excellent, but gradually, more and more damage just kept mounting up. Alright, they are ready to go. Game 2 of this FSL series, Sir Maligant versus KJ Freedom. Thank you for those of you who are watching. Alright, a much more green and pleasant map. Now, in the upper right, we have our green Protoss. He is
Sir Maligant.
and his opponent. Up one map, the red Terran. He is
KJ Freedom.
Alright, let's get to it. Similar openings to last time. We have some buildings going up at the Reaper jump spot. And a supply depot barracks wall. Nothing unusual there. Now what, Matheson? I don't know. Matheson's, as he said, is kind of updating here, but boy, those comments have been fairly random. Sir Maligant sending the probe out nice and early, just in case there's another engineering bay block. But KJ Freedom is just taking a nice early command center. Sir Maligant doesn't want any surprises here. He is searching around the borders for any proxies. There goes the Cyber Core. I think the Reaper can jump up here, though, should there be one. There has not been one so far. We have a Marine building. Is that Marine looking for proxies now? Oh no, he's just gonna guard the ramp. Stubbornness core almost complete. We'll see what tack Sir Maligant decides to take. Now, the deal is, might seem more defensible at the choke point by the natural, but there is an advantage to fighting on high ground. Your opponent can't see you entirely. As far as that tech goes, Twilight Council is almost complete. And there's already, one adept coming out. I think he's going to shade the men, take a look around. KJ taking his time, instead of a factory or even another barracks, he is going greed. He is making another command center that I'm assuming he's going to float out. And we will see what this adept thinks of that. Marines chasing the Adept. The Shade's going the other way. Shade does get cancelled, however. Oh, I think this Adept is... Yeah, the Adept is goner. Alright. Robo and Blink going down. Very safe opening builds. KJ, meanwhile, elects for 2 more barracks. Still no factory. This is interesting. Not a lot of tech, but a lot of economy. And this command center already being transformed into a orbital. Little command. I think KJ Freedom is not anticipating a lot of aggression right now, and so far he's been right. Ooh, and here we go. Marines on the way. Now, that orbital, as soon as it's done upgrading, it can make SCVs and it can drop mules. Oh, this probe is going to be able to flag the warning sign, though. What is this? 9 Marines, I believe? Let's see how Sir Malagant reacts. He does have a shield battery. About 4 stalkers so far. Oh, man. Down goes 1 Marine. The stalkers walk over to the ramps. They don't come back. Ooh, actually, I think, yeah, they are going to chase it down. I believe they do have Blink now. Yep, Blink has been... Ooh, SCV kind of out on a bit of a nature walk there. Oh, another one goes down. That's costly. Starport and Factory, trading add-ons. Oh, this is interesting. Already high-sec auto-tracking, which gives more range to structures. Despite, yeah, I mean, he does have 1 missile turret being built. I don't know. But the bio, the Marines are getting their upgrades. Stim also affects Marauders. And without that observer, unfortunately, Sir Malagant does not have the vision to get up to the high ground through blinking. Charge almost done. And slow observer moving out. Oh, look at this. I think the army is going to clash a bit. Oh, 1 stalker does go down despite the blink. Oh, what is... Another stalker ends up getting peeled off. And I'm sure KJ Freedom does not mind getting a few free kills there. Wanna go? My dog Curly leaves the room. Alright, let's see what's coming out of this warp prism. As soon as Zealots? Are we gonna get Zealots out of there? I don't know why Concussive Shell keeps starting researching and then stopping. But yes, we have Speed Zealots just about to be dropped. And while there is a missile turret up front, there's not one over here. Huh? Wait, what? Yeah, there's something being a little buggy for me here. Alright, well. Still, here we go. Here come the Zealots. Charging straight into the workers. Marines are coming back. He's going to want to try to get that warp prism out of here. Oh, Zealots get split up too. Will the warp prism escape? The warp prism will escape. You have some Zealots just kind of sitting there attacking buildings. They get drawn back and eliminated. 7 SCVs did go down, though. And the extra building armor, the, Neo-Steel frame? Neo-Steel plate? Well, that's being almost done researching right now, too. KJ doing some nice defensive work. Noticing, yeah, a couple barracks without any add-ons. Lot of barracks with tech labs. Are we going to be seeing a whole lot of Marauders, or is Ghost Attack on the way? Oh. Planetary Fortress over here, so yeah, this orbital just there for the extra energy, the extra SCVs, the extra mules, and here comes some more Zealots to spoil the party. Oh no, not Zealots at all, Adepts. So they might be able to cause even more of a nuisance, just shading from one mineral line to the next. Everything's moving in, but the Medivacs and the Vikings are getting ahead of the rest of the army. Vikings successfully... Oh, look at this. Vikings chase the Warp Prism right into a big group of Marines. And yeah, this cleanup shouldn't take much longer. Once again, KJ Freedom is ahead in supply. Although, his opponent does have +1 attack with +1 armor on the way. KJ just starting his upgrade, same ones as last time. +1/+1 for the Marines and Marauders, and a +1 for the Vikings and Liberators. Back home, Storm is being researched, and we do have one disruptor. Here it comes. I think that was another observer going down. And the Medivacs head towards the border of the map, so they can shoulder along it and then come in. More defenses just going down for Sir Melicat, however. They both have 3 bases, but KJ is maintaining at least a slight supply lead in each. 146 to 127. So we will see how much work these Medivacs end up doing. Very suspenseful music, I like it. It's the Medivac March. Alright, boost him in. He's going to drop him right next to the cannon. Oh, look at that. Psystorm waiting for them right away. Zealots getting warped in as more of them join the party. We have a Guardian Shield up and a couple of Disruptors. KJ packs up and leaves for now. One Colossus is coming out, and oh, Mule to repair the Medivacs. Not bad. But a Colossus and a Colossus range upgrade, Thermal Lances, is on the way. I've got to assume that KJ is going to try that same thing again in a moment. And Sir Maligan takes the third. Oh, look at even more Medivacs getting loaded up. So yet another 1-2 punch coming up, I guess. A Medivac drop probably in the main, and then another Medivac drop on the eastern base. He's going to want to try to line these up very carefully. But the big threat here, yeah, Protoss Death Ball. I was going to say coming into attack, is it? Yeah, they were just grouping up. And all these Medivac drops and this move out means there isn't to be much back home. He does have tanks among them at least, though. And here we go, simultaneous drops. Storm goes down. No such luck down here. Oh, no, there is a storm. So the lightning is his ally. Oh, and here, not satisfied with attacking just 2 spots at once. Here comes Hellions, Marines, and Marauders at the base that's just going down. Incomplete, so there won't be a chance for cancel here. This is a lot of mayhem. Zealots do clean up one, retreat from the other. Oh, sentries and disruptors get a little bit ahead of the army. It can be difficult to control. Not everything comes from the same place and moves at the same speed, but they are doing a good job trimming things down after the retreating army. KJ Freedom takes a 4th. In the meantime, though, Sir Maligan, well, he took some bruises there, but he is ready to return the favor. Got plenty of storm banked up there. Colossus and Disruptor in the back, Zealots in the front, and then we have the delicious Stalkery center. Oh, look at this. Gets right into the natural. Heading up the hill. He should really be focusing down that tank. The tank does go down. Oh, and look at this battlecruiser. Storm on a bunch of SCVs. That is 20 SCVs. All dying to row 21. Yamato cannon shoots. I do not think that battlecruiser is going to be able to escape, though. And this is a very powerful force hitting. 2 battlecruisers are off attacking the base. I think they can jump back. Psystorm does not do very well against battlecruisers. They're very heavily armored, but the damage still bounces up over time. And oh, KJ Freedom does clean up, and he's going to be able to set that orbital down again too. And there he is cleaning up some Archons before they have a chance to finish. The Stalkers do take out 1 battlecruiser. Let's take a look at the carnage. 14 workers going down for Sir Mal again to 29 for KJ Freedom. In the end, though, yeah, KJ Freedom does end up getting more resources worth. And on top of that, he has this 4th base starting to saturate now, whereas Neutrophil, yeah, his is only less than halfway complete, so this could be a case of KJ Freedom once again taking that lead, building it further and further. Look at the supply, if you will. KJ's got him doubled. That attack, I mean, it did a lot of damage, but it was also very expensive. He lost a lot of value there. Upgrades for KJ at 2-2 and then 2-0 for the air units. And he's almost done researching the Disruption Matrix, what is it called? Something Matrix. What is the Matrix? Interference Matrix. Thank you. Thank you to this observer mod for telling me that, because that would have been bugging me. I don't know. It's going to be very hard to picture how Sir Maligan can come back from this. Similar setup as last time. He does have his Tempest. This time to focus down Liberators instead of... to focus down Battlecruisers instead of Liberators, I guess. Oh. Medevac drop coming on the north side. Battlecruisers slowly drifting in on the east. In both these games, KJ has just been doing an extra job. Hitting multiple places and hitting them hard. All this bio drops in the medevacs. This might be it. Those Tempests are going to have to be very careful to stay out of range. Shield overcharge helping quite a bit against those battlecruisers. And once again, a good cleanup. And my daughter is definitely very much wants a snack. Look at these Marauders just not going away. On Freedom takes another base. Worker supply actually very similar, but yeah, Freedom still very much has the edge. But you gotta say, his lead has dwindled a little bit. Sir Maligan is catching up. Still, 153 to 118. Still very dominant. Alright, Stalkers prevent that expansion. They deny the expansion, then head right back home. This could still very much end up like last game, where KJ Freedom's lead just keeps building and building. Here we go! Here's the... Oh, look at that! Those beautiful, beautiful storms! That was brutal! Here, I gotta see. 32 Marines and 2 Marauders taken out there. Still, these battle cruisers... He's gonna need to have those Tempests ready to snipe them down. Oh yeah, and... I mean, he might... Maybe a recall would be best here. Is recall on cooldown? No, that would be... Even though Tempests are controlling and moving a little bit faster these days, they still take a while. Oh. Showering down. Destruction. So much. Battlecruiser destruction. Destruction. Okay, disruption, destruction. Disruption, destruction. Unique New York. Unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Okay, I'm back. I got it. Half the battlecruisers going down. But he's got some to spare. How many battlecruisers we got left? 5 of them. Still, the supply gap is getting less and less. Planetary Fortress, they're probably gonna want to move away from that. Not fight the battlecruisers and the fortress at once. Here come the Yamatos. Tempest's taking a lot of damage. He's gonna have to keep falling back. Storm's going down yet again. Sir Maligant is definitely hitting hard with the electricity this game. And it has paid off so much, the cost efficiency of Psionic Storm. That's KJ Freedom still with the worker lead. And that's without even taking all these mules into account. And he has a lot of mules. On top of that, big upgrade advantage. Marines Marauders are at 3-3. And Battlecruisers at 3-0. Oh, I think he's getting weapon upgrade for factory now. I would have thought he'd have been doing armor upgrade for the battlecruisers. Still, 3 more battlecruisers in the Raven on the way. How many starports has he got? He's got 5 starports. Here we go. He has been doing quite the job wiping out bases both these games. Pylon goes down, down go... Well, one worker at least... Oh, there goes the Nexus. Still doing whatever he can to keep his opponent starved. Sir Maligant just a little late on the blinks in a lot of these cases. Sent a storm for good measure. That adds the exclamation point to anything. Now back to a 48 supply lead. And all this time, too, these mules, they just keep raining down. Check it out in his main base. 3 orbitals here alone. He has a total of 4 orbitals. So the mule hammer is very much getting smashed. I think Sir Maligant's putting down a Twilight Council, I guess replacing one that he already lost. Battlecruiser has arrived. Engage. So I got 10 of them, and a Raven for good measure. There's a lot of things we can do. Anti-armor missile, actually, with how fast battlecruisers fire, can be very nice, or it can just interference something that has that's a threat to them. Okay, not a lot left for them to destroy here, but they might as well take what they can. Supply lead. Here come the Tempest. Battlecruisers outnumber them, though. He does choose to tactical jump away, and this poor Raven, all alone, in the depths of space, without any friends. And hurting pretty badly, too. That thing's got 20 health left. But enough about Ravens. 113 supply. He's going to want to really focus fire there. That's his only chance. Air Unit 101. So he's got one attack, one shield, no armor upgrade on them. Ground 2-2. Well, 2-2-1. So the shield counts for them as well. He is going to have to find an answer for this fleet. 13 battlecruisers we're up to. I guess these Marines and the Raven are just patrolling around, seeing if they can find a base and keep it from going down. I think they just might right here. There are Dark Templar that are looking to do some damage, but yet again, expansion denied. These Tempests, well, they're a little slow to fire when it comes to taking out... Oh, one of the Tempests got lost. He cannot afford to lose Tempests right now. Marines, however, have such a faster rate of fire, and the Tempest Blasts tend to have a little bit of overkill. Here comes that fleet. Just raining down destruction wherever they go. And firing while moving. Alright, what's the Raven going to do? Well, the Raven's going to die. Okay, I was curious what spell they were planning to cast there, but... And it might not matter. And the Yamato cannons. Left and right and everywhere. The battle cruisers close in. This might be it. Those Tempests were pretty much the only option, the only realistic mode of defense against those battle cruisers. How many battle cruisers we got left? We still got 9, and that is a scary amount. Dark Templar just hanging out here, making sure that yet another command center doesn't go down, but we have a command center just floating its way to the corner now, complete with a battlecruiser escort. Disruption, destruction. Disruption, destruction. Eugh. Words hard. Alright, yeah, that's a planetary fortress with plenty of detection around it. Then again, will it go down? Will it go down? There's repairing happening. And yes, those are the Templars, the Dark Templars that could. They successfully slay the beast. And now, just for the sake of it, they're cleaning up some missile turrets too. 160 supply to 117. 36 supply army lead. Look at KJ Freedom's bank. He has, 38,000 minerals, 36,000 gas. Scanning everywhere. And those battle cruisers, he hasn't used this much. He's used tactical jump almost strictly defensively. But if those battle cruisers want to just be somewhere and start attacking it, they can be somewhere and just start attacking it. It's very interesting, Wings of Liberty and, Heart of the Swarm, battle cruisers weren't known for their mobility, but now they can fire while moving, and they can tactical jump. Ever play the second Terran mission of Brood War, where you're stealing a bunch of Minx battle cruisers? This is a similar level to that. 14 battle cruisers. Hyperflight rotors being researched for Banshees, just the heck of it. And I'm not even sure what that other... I think that might be the Liberator range. I'm not sure what that icon is. I'm going to have to take a closer look at that later. Alright, anyway, battle cruisers. Battle cruisers just floating ahead, attacking all the way. The Stalkers doing a relatively good job sniping them down. We are down to 12 battle cruisers, but that's still a lot. Here they go. Yamatos are going to start shooting. More Stalkers go down. 8 battle cruisers left. Sir Maligan actually doing a really good job chasing them off, but in the end, 6 of them do escape. Still, look at this carnage here. That was some important tech buildings you lost. Advanced ballistics. Advanced ballistics. Is that the Liberator range? SC2 Advanced Ballistics. Yeah, that's Liberator range. Okay. Thank you, Liquipedia. Definitely getting some more... Oh, look at that. Yeah, he's not going to waste the Hyperflight Rotors. He has 3... He has 7 Banshees coming up. And I'm also not... Caduceus Reactor. Is that Medevac? Some of these late game Terran upgrades are ones I just don't see much of. And of course, some of the upgrades got switched around recently too. Ooh, only 19 army left. I think those Tempests are almost it, right? 3 Tempests, 1 Dark Templar. And, yeah, a couple of Stalkers. And once again, getting them out of there. And that gives me a chance to look up Caduceus Reactor. I'm learning a lot today. Okay, yeah, that's, I believe that is the one that allows medevacs to recover energy faster. And yeah, these guys have Cloak and Hyperflight Rotors. They can just slip in and slip out. And that's if there's even a detection. Yeah, look at that. No observers on the map right now, so as long as they stay away from cannons, they can attack with impunity. This is a nightmare, people. Screaming Banshees. Yeah, he's not even bothering to cloak them. Oh, there we go. He remembered he can do that. However, he is still within range of a photon cannon. Yeah. Some of this is just styling. I think there's just some starport units that KJ Freedom hasn't gotten a chance to use much. 73 supply to 157. It ain't looking pretty. Yeah, just like last game, very much KJ Freedom getting a lead and then just building on it and building on it and building on it. Yamato! Cloud of Banshees here. Might not make a difference, but he really should be cloaking them, just if only because he can. There we go. There we go. You know, Banshees are one of the few things that exist in StarCraft, Warcraft, and Diablo, except in Diablo and Warcraft, they're actual, you know, mystical beings that scream or stuff. I guess in Warcraft 3 they actually possess people. Yeah, I don't know how much attention KJ's even... Okay, he's getting his production going again. At this point, yeah, there he is, mule hammering. 20 more probes have gone down. But like any good knight, Sir Malagant shall not give up. And what do we have? Still no armor for factory or starport units. I think you should check that off the list. But factory units are almost up to +3 attack. 232 for ground Protoss. 332 for air Protoss, as far as upgrades go. So much supply efficiency and just letting the mules do their work and not even worrying about the SCVs. But even then, he's 64 SCVs to 24 probes. Yeah, it might be clown time, although he's missing the secret ingredient. If you're clowning, you really gotta nuke people. You gotta have those nukes. Screamin' Fury. Nowhere have I said that I can play better. I've been watching SCT since beta. Alright, we have the GG. KJ Freedom has taken this. Playing with food indeed. Caduceus reactors for all of his 0 medevacs. But yeah, feel free to join in. We are getting towards the end of the season. Anyway, let's have our post-match interviews, and then it is time for me to gather a bunch of snacks for my kid. Welcome back. All right.
Okay.
KJ Freedom takes both those matches. Those were some long drawn-out ones. KJ getting leads and then expanding on them more and more and more. KJ, you were definitely running the gamut of upgrades in that last game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I thought I had a nice lead, but Maligan's dangerous, so
Yeah,
you can't take him just because you think you're
absolutely.
winning. I
But I
lost
gotta
many games where I thought I was ahead. So
Yeah, you did good maintaining that lead. I gotta say, you researched some upgrades that I actually had to quickly look up in Liquipedia, including the Caduceus reactor for your medevacs that you didn't have any of. So, doesn't hurt to have the option, though. I'd say both of those, Sir Maligan, you did a pretty good job defending early on, but gradually, all those two-pronged attacks took their toll.
Yep. No, my control was so bad. I need to turn off my F2s.
Oh
okay.
yeah, I did that a long time
It's like,
ago,
what the
man. The
heck?
F2 screwed me up. The
Not
F2
me.
screws me
Yeah.
up at this level.
Because I put some forces to guard the expansions, and then when I F2, it just come with me. It's like, you gotta be
That's
kidding
where
me.
Terran could be nice. You can kind of anchor some of your forces down, at least with siege tanks and liberators.
Exactly.
Yeah, in game one,
That's why
he found my factory
Immediately.
It totally ruined my plan.
I'm very curious, Sir Maligan. Were you watching his match yesterday?
No, I did not.
Okay, just curious because
I saw the start of it. I wasn't able to finish it. I had to leave.
He knows me though. I mean, Maligan is probably the best scouting player I've ever seen. He finds everything.
Yes, he was definitely on top of that.
I mean, I moved that far away and he still found it. So I was like, all right, forget it.
Yes, indeed. And some
What was
pretty
that?
good.
It was supposed to be Helians.
No, I was gonna do a mine drop, but you killed my
Oh,
SCV.
my God. Yeah.
Yeah, you killed my
Okay.
SCV, so I couldn't do it. But you know what? I think how I started to win the games was the battle cruiser harass. I think that's what happened.
I think
You were
harass
also
in general.
able to kill my expansions, so.
Oh yeah. You
wasn't
weren't
that.
at the expansions like you usually are, because we played many times, me and Maligan. So I play safe in some places, and I'm like, oh, he's not here. Great, so I just took it. But normally I don't get those bases, and that let me snowball.
Yeah, and you were doing very good at doing multiple drops at once each of those times. Sometimes even hitting them right at the front with another force. So, yeah, like you said, F2 can be tough to do if you're trying to defend multiple points at once. I gotta say, game 2, those storms, Sir Maligan, those storms.
Yeah, wasn't
He
enough
just
though,
wouldn't
but
die. I thought I was way ahead in game 2, and he just would not die. So I was like, I'll just do slow expansion harass with.
Yeah,
I was too slow to get to my capital ships. So by the time it was too late.
Yeah, both those games, the Tempest might have been just a little bit late as far as taking on the Liberators and the Battle Cruisers. So, there's always some room. But I gotta say that those for games where KJ Freedom, you definitely had the lead. We definitely saw some creativity, regardless. You know,
When you play
they
Maligan, you have to play different. You cannot
mixing it
because
up, mixing up.
he's so good at he's so good at like punishing my normal style. So I try to be as unpredictable as possible. I mean, there was once where I switched to Banshees there. I
Yeah,
probably
late game
I
Mass Banshee. You can't get much less
yeah
predictable than that.
yeah, but it
Yeah, I was
all worked out
surprised. I
for
thought,
me.
oh, Banshees. Good thing I
Yeah,
still had observers.
yeah, because my BCs were just dying too fast. It felt like I don't know. I was miscontrolling them too. It's hard to control Terran. I mean, I don't really. But yeah, it was good. I mean, when we play, if you watch us play, our games are go half and half usually. So this time I was able to 2-0 him, but it could be any game where I get 2-0'd. So
All right, here we are at 0.
all right,
Okay,
that'll
well,
do
I
it
think
for
that's
tonight.
going to be it for tonight. Since I'm going to be casting yet more games tomorrow, we are fast approaching the playoffs. So this is where we see people solidify their positions, or jump to the front of the pack, or just barely survive. So, or not survive, which is, I mean, that's the way it all
I'm
balances
out of the
out.
playoffs. Malaga still has a chance.
All right, yeah, I'm hoping I can at least highlight the standings a little bit tomorrow. But
All right,
until then, and Taro
GG's.
Adun.
All right, good games.